was originally going to do my GeoGuessr video today, my weekly GeoGuessr video, but the NBA All-Star reserves were just announced, and I was waiting until the reserves came out to do this video. Didn't realize it would be today, so today I will be talking about the All-Star reserves, and I will be tapping a little bit on this semi-deflated old and one basketball. So, we will start with the West starters, and then move to the East starters, and then do the reserve pool. So the captain of the West All-Star starters is, of course, LeBron James. LeBron James, who is poised to break Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's all-time points record in the next few games, a record many people thought would never be broken, has now tied Kareem for most All-Star appearances at 19. Now what's interesting is looking around, I'm just kind of looking at the league leaders in points right now. LeBron is not top 5 in any statistical category, and I don't even know if I would say he is a top 5 player in the league this season. Definitely top 10, but don't know about top 5 this season. But there's no way that LeBron is not getting that captain spot there for his 19th time. A second-time All-Star is Zion Williamson. There were some people, myself included, kind of, that thought that Zion, having missed so many games, shouldn't have been a starter. Personally, I thought that maybe Lauri Markkanen should have been your starting four, just because Zion has missed so much this season. But Zion is extremely popular, one of the young faces of the league, and he gets his second-time All-Star nod for the West. Now somebody who I think he has made the All-Star game every single season of his career, my favorite player that is not a member of my favorite team, Luka Doncic, his 4th All-Star appearance. Luka is second in points per game at 33.4, and he's 4th in assists per game at 8.3. So he's been in the MVP top 3 basically all season long, even as the Mavericks have been struggling. Luka Doncic has been performing well. He just, the team around Luka is not great. Christian Wood's like the second best player on the Mavericks, and he's been hurt a lot, and it's possible. There's been some rumors that the Mavericks might be trading him, which I think is a ridiculous notion, but now our 5-time All-Star, of course, the 2-time MVP, right back there in the MVP race this season, Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic is second in assists per game at 10 assists per game. And, a lot of people argue back and forth who's the better center. Is it Jokic? Is it Embiid? But he's easily either the first or second best center in the entire league, depending on what you value more in a player. One of the best passing big men of all time, if not the best passing big man of all time. I'm personally a little biased towards Arvydas Sabonis, but that might just be my Blazers bias coming through. But the thing with Arvidas also is we never really saw him play that much at the NBA level until he was already old and hurt. And then the 9-time All-Star Steph Curry rounds out the starters for the West. He is second in three-pointers made this season at 178 three-pointers so far. But he's not even top 5 in three-point percentage, which is interesting. But Curry has been one of the bright spots for Golden State this season. Although his last game, I believe it was against the Timberwolves, he had a pretty rough game there. Now, moving to the East. Let me just make sure. Okay. Moving to the East, your captain for the East starters is Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 7-time All-Star. Depending on who you ask, either the number 1 or number 2 best player in the league right now. Giannis is third in points per game at 31.8, second in rebounds per game at 12.2. Dominant big man. He has had a bit of a down season this season, but the Bucks are also dealing with some injury issues, so it's to be maybe expected, but they have been struggling a little bit this season. The 13-time All-Star Kevin Durant, whose Nets just got absolutely blown out last game by the Celtics. I don't think KD does any. No, he's not in any of these categories. Joining KD, his teammate, the 8-time All-Star Kyrie Irving. Kyrie has been having a really strong season. Obviously, a lot of controversy around Kyrie last season, even a little bit early on this season, but he has been on an absolute tear recently. His scoring, his shooting, all look as good as ever. The 4-time All-Star Jason Tatum. Tatum has been in the MVP conversation. The Celtics have been looking like the best team in the league for a little while now, and the Celtics are just rolling. And like I said, his Celtics just blew out KD and Kyrie's Nets yesterday. He's 4th in points per game at 31.1, and he is 5th in three-pointers made with 164. Tatum is like a true triple threat scorer. Then to round out our starters of the East, we have Donovan Mitchell, the first time being an East Coast All-Star. He was with the Jazz for his previous 3, but his 4th All-Star nod comes as a member of the Cleveland Cavaliers, who have been like a really just solid team this whole season. The Cavs kind of went from the basement to like a solid playoff team over the course of one season. It's been pretty cool. So those are our starters. And if you're wondering, I'm not doing the paper thing because last time I kind of felt like it didn't work that well because I have my camera backed up and stuff, so I'm just going to be talking about it. And let's go to our reserves. So we'll start with the Western Conference. Paul George or the Clippers, who, while Kawhi Leonard's been out a lot this season, Paul George has been shouldering a lot of the load, keeping the Clippers competitive. And there's some rumors that Kyle Lowry might be on his way to the Clippers. Some reports that he does not see eye to eye with Heat coaching and front office. The Heat are ready to move on from from him. So he could be joining PG and Kawhi there on the Clippers. Now we have a first-time All-Star and somebody who definitely deserves it. That is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. A lot of people were expecting OKC to be tanking this year. They have all those picks from everyone. They have a lot of young players. Chet Holmgren got injured before the season even started. People thought OKC would be in on the Victor Wembanyama sweepstakes, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been keeping them competitive, keeping them in the playoff race. I think he's a lock for most improved player. I can't see anybody else winning it over him. He's just been a dominant player. He is 5th in points per game at 30.8 points per game. And he's just been, it's been really cool seeing a young player like him thrive in that system. Another first-time All-Star, Jaren Jackson Jr., who just had a sort of controversy thing going where people were saying that he was like getting his block stats padded at home. Ended up not really being much of a real story, but Jaren Jackson Jr. definitely in the conversation for DPOY. Has been a monster on the defensive side of the ball all season. Now my guy, as a Blazers fan, Damian Lillard. And with these reserves, it's not telling me, like, how many times they've been an All-Star, so that's why I'm not bringing it up. Like, it's not saying how many times Dame or anyone has been an All-Star. But Dame makes the All-Star game again. Dame has been on absolute tear recently after having kind of a slow start to the season. He had this like 7-point play the other day that was crazy. He like has been keeping us in games we've had no business winning. We got a double-digit comeback win against the Grizzlies the other day because Dame was just balling out. Lauri Markkanen, first-time All-Star for the Jazz, a dude who I am super happy to see make this list. A lot of people thought Lauri would be out of the league, like not even 2 seasons ago. He was seen as a disappointment. He got traded to the Jazz, and he's been huge for them. Really good shooter. Lauri Markkanen, a stretch 4. And it seems like that trade to the Jazz is kind of the career resurgence that he needed, right? And then Ja Morant for the Memphis Grizzlies. Ja is 5th in assists per game at 8.3. Ja Morant, everyone knows him, high-flying, highlight plays. He always makes, flashy dunks, flashy assists, and, he just plays the game a very visually pleasing way. And then for the Sacramento Kings, Domantas Sabonis, light the beam. Kings are one of the best teams in the West right now, an unexpected feel-good story because the Kings have been bad for so long. I'll always root for the Kings because of that. Like, the Kings deserve good things, and Domantas Sabonis has been good for them. After trading away Tyrese Halliburton for Sabonis, a lot of people, myself included, criticized that move. But Domantas Sabonis is leading the league in rebounds per game at 12.3 rebounds. And, he has been like the perfect 1-2 punch with De'Aaron Fox for the Kings. And they've been huge this season, even getting some light the beam chance in away games. I think it was like a Lakers away game. Like, you were getting Kings chance during a Lakers game. Crazy. Now we move to the Eastern Conference All-Star Reserves. We start with Bam Adebayo for the Miami Heat. It's kind of interesting here that it's Bam Adebayo because Jimmy Butler zone difference. I really do not watch Eastern Conference games, so I couldn't tell you how good Bam has been this season. Then we get Jason Tatum's teammate Jaylen Brown. I hate using the terms like Batman and Robin or the number 1 and number 2, but Jaylen Brown right there behind Jason Tatum for why that Boston team has been so good. The only real issue Jaylen Brown continues to have is his ball handling. Seems like he turns the ball over a lot. He can't really beat people off the dribble that well. But Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, the Jays, have always been a great duo. Especially with Jason Tatum having a bit more size, so it's not like a 1-guard, 2-guard type duo, but like a 2-3 duo, 2-4. Another person I'm happy to see here, DeMar DeRozan for the Bulls. Getting out of Toronto, a lot of people wondered what happened to DeMar. Those years ago when he got out of Toronto, he was with the Spurs for a little bit, but he did not look good in San Antonio. But ever since DeMar went to Chicago, his career has kind of made a comeback. And the Bulls, unfortunately, last season I was really high on the Bulls. I kept hyping them up. They were like a dark horse playoff team for me. I thought they could make some noise. But then this season, the Bulls, they've just had a lot of injuries. I don't think Lonzo is going to play this season at all. But DeMar DeRozan has been good individually. Then finally we get to Joel Embiid, who probably should have been a starter. He leads the entire league in points per game at 33.5. Depending on who you ask, he's either the first or second best center in the entire league. But nobody has him lower than 2. Like, nobody. He's either 1 or 2. Him and Jokic. And, Embiid this season's just been absolutely dominant, keeping the Sixers. I don't know where the Sixers are right now, but they had a really rough start to the season, but they've completely turned it around over the last 20 or so games to be one of the best teams in the East. Speaking of the Sacramento Kings and Tyrese Halliburton, we get to Tyrese Halliburton, who is an Eastern Conference All-Star reserve, his first All-Star selection in his career. Tyrese Halliburton leads the entire league in assists per game at 10.2. He is also 4th in steals per game at 1.8. So, you're basically doing good on both sides of the ball, a complete point guard. I think he's one of the best young point guards in the league, and I think he definitely has a level that he can get to that's even better than where he is right now. So well-deserved Eastern Conference All-Star spot for him. Now we have Jrue Holiday, the man who haunts my nightmares back when he was a New Orleans Pelican. Jrue Holiday for the Milwaukee Bucks, Giannis's teammate there. And finally, I think is getting his second All-Star appearance, we have Julius Randle for the New York Knicks. Now, some people who were left off this list, some notable absences. Jimmy Butler, like I mentioned earlier, not an All-Star. But the Heat's record might have something to do with that, even though Bam made it, so I don't know. Pascal Siakam for the Raptors, but again, that could be a record issue. The big one, no James Harden. James Harden and Joel Embiid. Being on the Sixers, a team that's, pretty good in the East. Kind of an interesting, who do you get rid of for him? I don't know, maybe DeRozan, maybe Holiday, but yeah, no James Harden. I think this is like the first time in his career that he's missed the All-Star game since he made his first one. I'm not sure about that though. And no Jalen Brunson. Now the New York Knicks record probably has something to do with that. They're 7th in the omissions there for the East. And let's see for the West. Do I see anybody left out on the West? I can't think of anybody. Let me look. Trying to think of who I'd say could be left out. Maybe Walker Kessler, no. Trae Young is also a notable omission from the East. Trae Young is third in assists per game, but Trae Young has had a bit of a down season from last season, so in fact, there's anybody left off? No, probably not. Probably not, I think. For the West Coast, maybe Anthony Edwards, maybe. But the Minnesota Timberwolves have a pretty bad record, so I can understand why they left him off. Maybe De'Aaron Fox. Sacramento getting a second player in there could have been good, but also Darius Garland for the East. I think you could make an argument that he deserved it, but those are your NBA All-Star Game players. Now the way they're picking teams this season's actually pretty interesting. It's like schoolyard rules. They're gonna have the two captains. They're gonna like all the players line up, and then the two captains like pick their teams before the game, like right before tip-off. So that seems like a really interesting concept to me. But we'll see how it goes. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this almost every single day. Till next time, guys. Bye bye.